Hi there. Welcome back to 1, 2, 3 Sheep ASMR. My name is Parker, and today I'm going to be doing some Halloween makeup, namely Joaquin Phoenix's The Joker from the first Joker movie, because I haven't seen the second one, but I've heard it's not as good as the first one. But yeah, I don't have headphones on because I'm going to do the hair dye and everything. So if there's a lot of background noise or people talking, I might not be able to hear it. So sorry. Okay. Right here I have some hair dye. It's a little bit brighter than what they use for the movie, but that's okay. I have a mirror right here, so I'm going to be looking off this way, and I'm going to do my best to do this. It's a little bit strange. I wet my hair and I wash my face, because that's what they recommend. I'll talk about that when I get there. Now this is going to get all over my hands, so if you're following along at home, make sure you have paper towels and maybe some hand soap, because hand soap works really well of getting this off your hands and skin area. There when it dropped. Luckily it landed on my mic stand. Not sure how well this will show up, but it's working. I've done this twice already, one for a Halloween party, one just to test, and it's worked out well, so hopefully I have a bit of a grip on it so I can not have to undo a lot. Kind of running out of this stuff. I thought about doing a Joker roleplay video, but I figured that leaves too much room to end up being cringy, so I decided against it. And it's Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, and I don't really know if there's like a great way to do an impersonation of Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. At least I don't know how. This also is like some sort of hair gel as well, so it stays in place. Okay, that's looking okay. I didn't really get my sideburns. Let me get my... Oops. That's a lot. Okay, I think that's it for the hair dye. I'm not really going to worry about the back because you won't really see that at all. Okay, what is that looking like? You can't really see it on the camera. Okay. Now to get some of this off my face, I have just some dish soap here. just going to work this into the paper towel and then just rub it on my face a little bit. Just to make sure all that hair dye gets off my face so for the makeup it's not mixing with green. Okay. Now I have green properly all over my hair, and my face is pretty clean. Comb back my hair just so it stays while I'm doing the makeup. Okay. Wait, chat. Do I look good? Okay. Okay. Let's get some of this off my hands. Buckets. All day buckets. Okay. So I saw a video on Instagram, and probably a lot of you saw it as well, of them actually doing the makeup on Walking Phoenix. And what they did, this mirror is really dirty. Have mercy. It's my sister's mirror. Doesn't take care of her stuff. Okay, so what they did is they traced out the areas with the white face paint, and then went in with the other paints. So I just bought some cheap face paint on Amazon that was like the Joker palette, and the thing that I liked about it was it came with this blue. It's sort of like a navy kind of blue. I don't know, I'm not a colorist, but yeah, navy kind of blue, a little bit darker, not so bright. And so yeah, I just got that off Amazon, and it's worked well. They say to use like translucent setting powder, but if you do that, it doesn't really look like in the movie. So it's your call. It's going to be a lot more smeary, and you're not going to be able to really touch your face if you don't use setting powder. But I don't use setting powder, so okay. This is just the white face paint. I'm going to load up my brush here. And then I'm going to start tracing out the mouth area. On Joaquin's Joker, this side of his face is really short, and it kind of droops down. Once we get a sort of basic line, we can come back in and sort of fill this out, but I don't know if you can see that, how it's sort of like that. The other one goes up into like a very strong point. I probably would have gone as Heath Ledger's Joker, but I was going to a Halloween party with all my nieces and nephews, and I didn't want to scare them, so I went with Joaquin's. So yeah. I just shaved right before this. You want your face to be clean. And yeah, it just works better if you're clean shaven. So. Okay, so we're sort of seeing this pan out here. That's wind on my window. Crazy. Okay. Now another thing you have to watch out for is the nose. You gotta remember that the first time I did the makeup, I completely forgot that he had the nose done. And so you want to just go around the nose and sort of trace out. It would be better if I could look at you and do it, but I can't really. And his nose is very uneven. How it is, it kind of is rounded on one side and then goes up on the other. Obviously, you don't have to do it just like in the movie, but and the good thing about doing this makeup for Halloween is the more it gets smeared, the more it just looks like the movie, because it's very smeary in the movie. There might be a little too much nose going on here. We might want to shrink it down. Something like that. We'll sort of work this out a little bit more once we get to the actual red part, and we'll try not to mess it all up. Okay. Moving on to the other side of the mouth here. This side's gonna go up and come to a very high point all the way up here. See how that's way uneven? And then it sort of stays like really thin and then dips down and comes around. You see that? I don't know if you can see it yet. And it does kind of follow his lip a little bit. It does come up. Again, it doesn't have to be just like in the movie, but and also you can sort of, if you really want to get into it, you can take some darker eyeliner or something and come in and sort of emphasize facial features that Joaquin has that you don't. I'm not going to do that because I'm not good at it. But people will do that and it looks insane. Not sure how well you can hear me putting this on here. I'll just try to relax you with my riveting tutorial dialogue. I think you can hear the dryer. It's kind of loud. And there's wind. It was a dark and stormy night. Okay, this is coming together here. Okay, so can you see how that is going up that way? That's what you want. That's how it is in the movie. You can also use a lot bigger brush than this. It might be easier, but the hardest thing for me for this makeup is actually the eyebrows that he does, because he has a very large forehead and my forehead is not. I sort of run out of room for the eyebrows. Okay, see how I kind of messed it up? I'll probably just use the red to trace out a little bit more. It'll be fine. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is trace out the eye triangles underneath the eye. Now these are not going to be perfect by any means. I always do terrible at these. I'll have to fill that out. So what I'm going to do with the triangles is I have some black. It's like a bruised color. And I'm going to put that underneath the blue to make it just a little bit darker. I'm going to do the same with the red. I have a dark red color. Also, this triangle on this eye is a lot larger than the other one in the movie. I might have made it a little bit too extreme, but I'll fix it when I do the black. Actually, I think in the video that I watched of Walking, they didn't trace out the triangles or the nose, which is kind of strange. Okay. Am I cooking? Wait. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna try and fix the one eye. I'm gonna try and I just almost touched my face. You all saw that, didn't you? Okay. Now we'll try and trace this out a little bit better. It still needs to be smaller than the other one, so we'll... And also in the movie he has a bit of white underneath his eye. So you want to do that too. I always hated wearing eyeliner. I would wear eyeliner in like high school plays, even though it doesn't really look that good on stage the way that most parents do it. But eventually I just stopped wearing makeup and nobody cared, so. We're just gonna fill in the whole eye area here. Just go right over the eyebrows. I actually really like this Joker makeup. It's fun to do. I know it's pretty much just a regular clown, but still. Okay. Now we're gonna do the top triangles. The top triangles connect to his eyebrow. And one of them, again, is smaller. We're gonna make the same one smaller. We're gonna try and make it line up with the actually looks really good. That's how you want it. The hard part is getting the eyebrow at the top, this fake eyebrow that he does. That's about as good as I'm gonna get that, probably. Round it out a little bit. Thin it out at the end. See, my forehead isn't quite big enough for all this to fit on my forehead. Not that I'm complaining. People think having a big forehead is really bad, apparently. According to the internet. I personally don't really notice it. But okay, so there we go. That side of the face is probably done, other than obviously the other makeup. Do I look like the Joker, guys? We live in a society. Okay. Can you even hear this? That is the wind going through my window. Very scary. Okay. See, when I make this one high, where am I going to put the eyebrow, right? Running out of room. Something like that. That'll work. I think it's also fun to take it and make it your own. It would be fun to design your own Joker, like if you got the role of the Joker that's gonna have to replace Joaquin Phoenix. I don't want to get political. My hair's getting in. It's gonna cause some green. Chill out, hair. Okay, in the movie, one of them is higher, one of the eyebrows is higher. I didn't really get that here. I am going to take a paper towel and maybe try to fix this one a little bit. That's pretty good. We don't know hiding. Okay. Okay, now we'll go ahead and jump into the red here. What I have here is Ben Nye. This is the Bruise Kit. I got this a long time ago when working on the said short films that I mentioned earlier, and I love it. Obviously, Ben Nye is a really good name brand, and this makeup is very good. So, Very easy to work with, goes on really well. Not sponsored. Just thought you'd want to know what I was using. Okay. So, got my brush here, and I'm going into, it has a purple bruise color, sort of like a burgundy color, and then it's got this lighter red. So what I'm going to do is trace out the whole area with this burgundy, and then go over it with the red to make it just a little bit darker, because I didn't quite have the right color. And this is not face paint, it's just regular makeup, cinema makeup, or whatever you'd call it. And the reason that I want it so dark is because on all the posters it almost doesn't look like burgundy, it almost doesn't look like red, it looks more like a burgundy color. So, same with the blue, it doesn't look like a light blue. So we're tracing this whole area out. I just go over the lips and everything with this. It's edible. I'm kidding, I have no idea if it's edible, don't eat it. I was surprised Joaquin Phoenix didn't do his own makeup for the movie. Because it sounds like he's a pretty big method actor. And Heath Ledger, I'm pretty sure did his makeup for the movie. I mean, probably not the prosthetics, but the actual face paint part. I don't know. Sometimes people make stuff up. If it gets a little smeary, that's okay. Okay. Wait, Chad, am I cooking? Let me get this a little bit better. Okay. That's not bad. Not bad at all. It's not as good as I did it last time, but okay. I'm gonna come in and start doing the nose now as well. I almost just started singing. I was like locked into doing this, and then I almost burst out into Billy Joel. That was very strange feeling. The Wind is a paid actor. I'm gonna sneeze if I do that. Whew, that was dangerous. is not quite as good as the light in my bathroom. So, okay. How's that? Now we'll come in and do the eyebrows real quick as well. You probably can't hear anything with this. You probably can't hear me putting this on at all. I think it'd be fun to do this on another person. I feel like I could do it really good on somebody else. It's a little bit harder to do it on yourself. Okay, that's actually not bad. It's better than I thought. Okay. I'm gonna come into get a different brush here for the other red, just so it's not messed up too much, and then we're gonna come in with this. You might not be able to see a big difference on camera, but in good light, this just really makes it look good. So. Makes it look a lot more red while still being dark. Get that on the lips as well. Probably should use lipstick if I'm being honest, but I don't have any. Can you guys even hear that going on? Okay, I accidentally went a little too far there. It's fine, okay. Pretty sure that's good. I can't quite tell if I got it all covered or not. Okay. Should have taken a photo with my iPhone of before the other red, and then with the red, so you could see the difference. So y'all didn't think I was making it up. Okay. I think that's all the red. And this is probably not the proper use of, actually, this is probably not the proper use of pen and eye paint. You're probably not supposed to put it on this way. There's probably all kinds of rules and stuff, but I do what I want. I do what I want. Okay. Am I pretty yet? Am I beautiful? Okay. Now, I just put the lid on that and I need it. Cool. Okay. Oops, I forgot my other eyebrow as well. I just noticed that. Forgot my other eyebrow. Can't believe this. Bruce kit, there's this color. It looks like black, but it's got just a little touch of blue in it. And I'm going to go ahead and fill in all these areas. It's probably just going to look like black on the camera, but I promise you it's not just black. You could probably hear that. That was somebody dropping something in the kitchen. The kitchen is probably our most lived-in room, and it's right below my room. Okay. Something like that. Also, typically, you'll probably want to work from top to bottom. But I'm just doing it the way that my heart tells me to, which is in this order. This is the way that they did it in the movie, although they were doing it on someone else instead of on themselves. Okay. Yum. I messed it up a little bit right here, but I can fix it with some white. Okay. Other side. I wish you could hear this. I'd have to get really close for you to hear me, probably. And I can't look at. Can you hear that at all? Probably not. And this is, I'm pretty sure this is the eye that is always a little bit drippy on the character. So if you want to drag it out a little bit and smudge it, you can, like that. Now it looks like he's crying. Or it looks like I'm crying, I guess I should say. Okay. Now we're going to set this black brush down, and we're going to switch to another brush, which I have somewhere. The question is where? Oh, here it is. I'm blind. Okay. So I got a new brush. And I got the blue face paint. I'm going to load up the brush with a whole bunch. And then come in and start laying it down. Again, you might not be able to see what this is doing. just about finished. I'm gonna go in with some white and just fill it out just a little bit so it's a little bit better. Being careful not to smear the freshly added paint, which surely I will at some point. It's hard to tell in this light if this is sort of working or not. That was probably just like 20 solid seconds of silence. Sorry if this video is not very relaxing. This part probably wasn't needed in this video, but I wanted to. So, I did. And there I go. I smeared it. You see that? Okay. That is probably good, I think. Let me get some of this off here. And just... Oh, I forgot to do that too. Hang on. Okay. I think that's about it. I'm gonna put my costume on real quick. Batman. Wait, I'm a society Batman. Okay, I'm gonna put my my costume on real quick. Just so you can get the full effect. And then I'll get out of here and you can move on with your day. Well, Batman. We live in a society, don't we? I think I'll have a cigarette to wash this down. I sure do love cigarettes, don't you, Batman? It's a societal thing, don't you think? What am I doing with my life? Okay, guys, I think that's it for this video. I want to thank you for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. I hope you got some rest or relaxation out of this. If not, I hope you learned how to do Joker makeup if you wanted to do that. But yeah, I don't think it looks too bad. Looks okay. I might have to take some pictures close up so you can sort of see what it looks like a little bit better. Not the greatest, not as good as I did it the other day, but considering the circumstances, not bad. So I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, I think we'll have some more Halloween stuff coming. I think Max is gonna do one in his costume. I don't know if Titus is, but yeah. Thanks for watching. Oh, I guess I should say all this costume is just from Amazon. I just found stuff that was kind of like in the movie. I'm sure it's not exact. It's like a silky kind of feeling. It feels really nice, very comfortable. It doesn't have the same design. The design in the movie is sort of like Doctor Who-ish, I feel like, because it's got like the circles. Looks like Peter Capaldi or something. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. My name's Parker. I'm Third Jeep, and I will see you next time. Bye. What do you get when you take a mentally ill loner and you give him a cinnamon stick? He becomes mentally well and not alone. This message brought to you by Cinnamon Sticks of America. Search engine results say cinnamon sticks may cause cancer. But what do they know?